Alrighty, welcome back. Got arms today. Should be a good day today. Yesterday went really well. Obviously there was no car tour going there or back, but I tried chatting during the gym session to try something different. So I don't know how that will turn out with the audio because I was trying not to speak too loudly. So I don't know how that will turn out or how that kind of post-edit production turns out, but thought I would try to do it this week, and then when I edit and publish these, then we'll see how we go. If it doesn't end up going into the final product, it was probably because it was shit. But thought I'd give it a try at least for this week, and then just see how we go, and then it's just about getting more confidence up, when recording. So it's all slow and steady. So it's nice that I'm doing it now. So I just hope that that turns out okay. Because I tried listening to it back when I was there, and it sounded all right. Not the best, but I might be able to snazz it up, during production, post-production. So yeah, we'll see how it turns out, because it would be good if it does turn out well, because ideally I don't want to get like a dedicated microphone for it, just rather just use my AirPods for now. So yeah, if I can try and just use what I've got rather than having to buy new stuff, then that's, for me, that's ideal. But if it becomes a bit more than a hobby, or starts progressing a little bit, then maybe I'll try and get a little DJI microphone and hook that up, which would be cool. But yeah, for now I'm happy as is. So yeah, we'll just try and make use of what we've got so far. But in terms of today, we've got arms, not on a little bit of a time crunch, not too strict, but I don't want to be kind of sitting around or taking too long with this session. I do want to try and keep it short and snappy, but still try and go nice and heavy as well, especially after last week. Last week went super well, so I want to try and keep that momentum going. Still sticking with dip machine today. Not going to jump onto normal dips. Normal dips would be good for if I wasn't kind of caring about bracing with my core, my lower back and my shoulders. Doing normal dips is brilliant, absolutely amazing. And those who can do it weighted as well, like with a decent weights, that's really good. But for me, I just want to be seated, and the only thing I want to be working is my triceps, and that's it. When you're doing normal dips, even if you're doing them weighted, you've got a lot of your chest involved. There's a lot of delt work. You have to brace with your core. You have to kind of worry about your lower back because you don't want the weight to swing. So there's a lot of stuff going on, and even though the way that I do it, doing dips, you can't really get out of not using your chest. But because I flare my elbows out, I'm just doing a tricep push down essentially, and that's what I want that kind of movement to be. I don't want my elbows in, because even though I'll get my tricep, that's a lot of chest activation than going flared. At least that's how I feel. And because you're locked in that seat as well, other than just pressing through with your legs, so that way you're keeping yourself on the seat, so that way the weight's not moving you, there's not much else to really think about, or there's no other real secondary muscle going on. Your shoulders aren't my shoulders aren't involved, my back's not involved, I'm not having to really brace much of my core. It's a much simpler movement. It's like it's the conversion of going from doing, normal barbell incline to Smith machine incline. You're taking away, a lot of extra movements or secondary muscles, that you don't necessarily want activated, so that way all you need to focus on is the muscle that you're targeting, which is what, doing Smith machine incline does. Now, I'm happy to do the normal one, but, for me, there's no point. What I'm trying to do is target my chest and really overload the muscle. Why would I do an exercise where I have to worry about, balancing and hitting the right area and, leg drive, keeping my back, nice and tight, keeping my core nice and tight. It's just incline, you just set the right position, load the weight up and just press. It's nice and easy. So it's the same with doing the dip machine, in my opinion. It's the substitute for doing normal weighted dips, but a bit more simpler and a bit more, isolated. I'd love to do weighted dips maybe another time, but for now, I'm just focusing on overloading my triceps, and really pressing as hard as I can with as much load and weight resistance as I can. That's my goal for tricep development and growth. So that's why I'm doing this exercise. Everything else will stay the same. Don't know about the end exercises, just depending on time. And then we'll go from there. But that's pretty much it. Diet's been good, bit hit and miss over the weekend, as per the norm for weekends go. But other than that, nothing much has changed. Just same old. Trying to track my weight a bit more regularly, so a bit more daily or every second day. And I'll start trying to get back into doing, posing and progress pictures. So hopefully that is of interest. It'd be good for me, at least, just to kind of see a bit more of a progression, both on the scales and physically. And then still keeping up my cardio. Attempt to start a bulk in probably a month's time, just over a month, and then go on a bulk for about 3.5 months to maybe 4 at a push. So take us through to about kind of, what's that? So it's July, August, September, October, November. So, early to mid-November, right before summer's starting to kick in. And then probably just, during that kind of middle of November or start of November period, then just go on a slightly more aggressive cut than what I was doing before. Because before I kind of was doing it a bit, at my own pace over time. Whereas I think doing it a bit more aggressively, up in the cardio, just really smashing it out might be better after talking to a few people. So we'll take that into consideration as well. But anyway, enough talk. We'll leave it here, and I will catch you in a bit when we start doing some triceps. I'll see you in a sec. Starting nice and light. See how this goes. Well, it was a bit rusty. Probably feeling a bit hit and miss, but we'll see how this goes. Hope we can get back up to four plates on the mat. So let's see how this goes.
was good. How we go up? Pretty fresh. So if we just keep going up and rolling. And just slide this one through. Okay.
Every month, comment before this podcast, going months together, and some cute merch. Go to the win page on our website for more info.
I think that was plenty. Got 9, I think. I think 10th one failed. But went well. Happy with that. So now we jump on over to some more of the isolated and start in a bit more particular. Yeah, that was good.
Little things holding my ligaments and tendons down might not, but it's things like that. Otherwise, someone's gonna have to open my foot and
Alrighty, arms are done. Really good session today. Went by pretty quickish, which was good. Diffs went really well. PB'd on them. Issue is that I'm going to have to. I've always said this with this exercise, is that the more plates that I put on, it becomes a balancing act of that. If I do the eccentric too quick or press through too quick, the plates are going to fall off, which means the entire movement needs to be controlled, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but when it comes to like doing heavy fucking weight and you're like, you know, RP 9 and you're just trying to press through those kind of last reps, it becomes pretty difficult because you're trying to press as hard as you can, and the slightest movement will send the plates flying. So it's a tricky one, but felt like it went well. They only dropped off right at the end because I obviously dropped the weight down, but the weight felt good. Probably using wrist wraps, just for a bit more bit more wrist support. But other than that, I think it's pretty good. But I may need someone just to kind of stand behind and keep the plates on the machine, just for a bit of added support. Other than that, everything else went good. Tried to push the weight up on most of the exercises. So no real like PBs on any of them, but in terms of just working weights and sets, everything's kind of going up, which is good, especially when I'm leaning down, well, at least leaning down for the next 4 weeks. What else? No, everything else went good. Tries went well, buys went well. Just overall, just to kind of give a summary, I guess, of the session, is just, you know, weights went up on majority, if not all, the exercises, which is really positive. Can't complain too much. I did talk at the start with some of the exercises. The others not so much, just because I was in a bit more of a open area with a lot of people around me, so I didn't chat during those ones. Probably could have with the kind of lat pull down bicep curl, but talked a little bit, but just about getting the confidence up, I guess, is the main thing. Overall very happy with the session. Did some posing at the end, which I think turned out okay, but I don't know, we'll have a look, see what I look like. Happy with the pump, very good pumping. Buys and tries are very fucking sore, especially after doing cricket last night as well. So feeling very fatigued. Well, not fatigued, just very all my energy's spent now. So now's the time just to rest, eat a bunch, and then I've got early cardio tomorrow morning, as per usual, and then it'll be a normal Wednesday. So I got quads, should hopefully go okay. Not really much else to add. It's just been a nice casual day today, so it's nothing major, but I'm just happy with how the sessions are going. Feeling pretty, I'm feeling very lean, like very light, but also very big at the same time. Like, I don't feel like I'm fully filled out, but I still feel like there's a lot of lean. I've got a lot of lean muscle on me, which is good, which makes me excited for the bulk, because I feel like I can put on some like good fucking weight, but I want to keep the fat low and obviously the cardio up. You know, so that way, because I'm bulking for probably longer than I was before, but I want it to be more, you know, lean muscle, and not have as much, you know, fat on me, which is kind of the opposite of how I did it before, because I just kind of stacked on as much weight as I could, and then, you know, kind of backed it up a little bit with a touch of cardio. Yeah, the bulk went okay last time, but I think the hardest bit was, you know, going from doing a pretty decent bulk to then trying to then implement all this cardio, and that's what I don't want. I want cardio to kind of stay pretty consistent all year round, but it might just change. So like now, because obviously I'm cutting, my like walks in the morning are up to an hour, and my bike rides are more kind of 30 to 45 minutes. When I go on the bulk, it'll probably be more, I reckon the bike will stay the same, probably around that 30 to 45, but the cardio will probably drop to 45 instead. So it's just kind of trimming the fat off a little bit, but not too much, if that makes sense. So I'm still prioritizing, you know, increasing my weight, but I'm not increasing it at the kind of what's it called? I'm not kind of allowing myself to gain all this weight and just stack on a bunch of fat at the same time. I want to, you know, keep it pretty lean if I can. I mean, a good goal for me would be to try and get above 90 kilos, because last time that's where I kind of finished off. So that would be an awesome goal to achieve. Whether or not that happens, that's okay. But it's always nice to have like a weight goal in mind. Even if I don't get to 90 plus, but I'm, you know, I've stacked on a bunch of much more leaner muscle, then sure. And then yeah, we'll bulk up for probably 3 to 4 months, and then do like a 1 to 2 month aggressive cut and see how that goes. But all subject to change, but that's kind of the mentality of it at the moment. So yeah, we'll see how it transforms over time, and then we'll put it into work. So got a month to figure out what I want to do for the bulk. Probably just be same as before, just shitload of chicken and rice or mince and rice. And then whilst I'm in the bulk, I then need to work out you know, time ranges for the cut, and give myself a deadline. I've kind of said this before, but like, I want to give myself a deadline as if I was to compete, like I've got a show. So that way it keeps me a bit more strict than when I was doing the cut this time. So yeah, exciting stuff. But anyway, I'll leave it here. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoy. You want to come on the journey with me. Yeah, it's all exciting stuff. So I'll leave it here, and I will catch you tomorrow.